Shout out to everybody. I think it's enough drama for me to come back. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Beasley. Shout out to Smack. URL, Hitman Holla, everybody. So I ended up hearing, you know, Beasley's interview that he did with Angry Fan. Shout out to Angry Fan for doing that interview. I think things like that need to happen a lot more often. You know, I think it's a good thing for Battle Rap. I think it's a very good idea for the URL to get their opinions out here because, you know, we can all say anything, you know, and for them to get their opinions out, I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope for Smack to be, you know what I mean, vocal about a lot, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Shout out to them, man. Like, y'all tell me what y'all think about. So I heard, I don't know, man. Like I was listening to Beasley and Smack kind of talk when he was talking to Caps and he was talking heavy. You know, they kind of taking shots at all these leagues. You know, they saying things like, well, you know, everybody's got YouTube drops. There's 1,000,001 leagues, but, you know, people are not making their own talent. Shooting at y'all. You got shot at too, TBL. That was a direct shot at you too. I don't care if y'all cool. That was a shot. You know what I mean? I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. You know, they basically saying like, and you know, and Beasley, very, very articulate, you know, but he sounds smart to people that don't really know what's going on. Shout out to Beasley, no diss, I rock with you. This ain't going at you, nothing like that. I rock with you. Don't get mad at me. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be in no trailer or nothing like that. Shout out to y'all. When he says things like, you know, no other leagues are creating talent, the first thing that comes to my mind is the trenches. You know what I mean? What y'all think about that? Like, I think about, like, they have had these new artists, and shout out to all the new artists, you know what I mean, on URL, you know, like, it's just that a lot of people don't know who some of these people are. They haven't seen some of the battle. Let me go in here. That's when I'm gonna start getting them. I see people trying to message me. I don't want this to get messed up because I might talk a little reckless in here. I don't know. I don't think people really know them. I think, like, you know, the trenches, you got what, like Tex? Because he's saying like other leagues are not making like impact like we've made impact. I don't know. Like, you think of the trenches? What y'all think? I think the trenches has made a lot of impact. I think they've tried to grow their own talent. Like, we started learning, like Jay Moore was in a lot of blogs, a lot. Go to people's channels. Wasn't it like a couple months ago, or him and ASAP a month ago or so? Him and ASAP mean going back and forth? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, hey, people was doing numbers on that, talking about that. You know, Tex, you know, people talked about him. Muwab, people talked about him. So it's like the trenches, I feel like personally, I don't think you can really put them in that category. I think they are creating their own talent and making people pay attention, you know, and they've been able to make a lot of, you know, their battlers more visible. King, like, wasn't it like people were talking about King as like rookie of the year? I didn't see anybody talking about, and this ain't dissing you, like, I don't want to say no names, people gonna get mad. Like some of them new artists on the URL, like, when did y'all hear people from the new like class of the URL battlers? Have y'all heard people say, and this ain't, I'm gonna give y'all some credit, this is just me, you know what I mean, just keeping it real. Did y'all, I mean, like, King, everybody was talking about King. He had that battle with Danny Myers. I feel like that battle was like a classic for King. Very good battle, replay value, everything. Even last year, everybody was talking about King. Everybody's talking about him. You know, so I don't know if trenches is really in that category, you know, to be real. You know, I almost hit Angry Fan up on, you know what I mean, add me so I could talk reckless, but no, like, I mean, shout out to Beasley. You know, he got to stand up for his company. He got to say things, but I don't think trenches is in that conversation, to be real. You know what I'm saying? So Easy the Block Captain hears all of this, and he's got something to say. He said Beasley dead in Cap's face. I think he said, yeah, Beasley looked dead in Cap's face and said nobody have been successful creating new talent, and he said, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, what y'all think about the trenches? I think trenches was lit last year. They was lit. You know what I mean? They kind of still kind of lit. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. He's saying things like that, like, yo, you know, all these YouTube drops out here, but his artists are more known than everybody that's getting YouTube drops. I don't know about that. I think if you texting them, I don't know. I think texting them, people know them a little bit more. Like, I don't know. What y'all think? What y'all think? You know, shout out to him. I know he probably hearing all, you know what I mean? Beasley's probably hearing everybody's blogs, getting mad. Like, yo, we about to go off. I love it. Shout out to Beasley. You know, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That argument, like, because that's what P used to say. You know, like, look at all these leagues, you know, and who's like creating stars? Who's creating? I don't think URL's creating stars right now. Like, am I bugging? Like, hey, this ain't hate. I rock with y'all. I'm buying Gnome, Thug Life. Buying Gnome, rock with it. You know, but I don't know. Like, I mean, stars that, you know what I mean? That's different. But people who are rising talent that people are interested in, I think Trenches is, I think they're doing a good job. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. In terms of like million view battles, it's very difficult to get a million view battle. Like, unless you like a Hitman Holla, you know what I mean? And with the momentum that EAZY got, like, he could do it. You know what I mean? But a lot of people cannot do million view battle. Like, look, Tay-Rock did a lot of battles in the past 2 years. How many battles within the past 2 years hit a million? I think him versus A-Ward just hit a million. But, you know, and he's like one of the view kings. I don't care what nobody say. I think Rock is a view king, right? But if you ask me, like, it's difficult for him to, like, put up a million now. It's just the landscape of battle rap has changed, you know, in some capacity. So I don't know, man. Like, he was saying some things. Shout out to him. Hitman Holla heard Beasley talking spicy, right? So Beasley said some things. After he exposed AVE, he exposed you, AVE. He did. He went crazy. He said AVE sitting up there with somebody having a battery in his back. Yo, he was wildin'. You know what I mean? I loved it. I love every minute of it. I watched it twice. Shout out to Caps. Go to Angry Fans channel, watch it. I watched it twice. He was wildin'. You know what I mean? I would play it right now, but I don't want to deal with Quarter Lab, you know, calling them and all of that. But hey, I'm telling you, Beasley was wild. He said, hey, AVE, he said that y'all got deposits for them battles. That y'all talk about y'all ain't get paid for. He said he already paid y'all for them battles. You know, said Twerk, you know, there was an issue with Twerk, and then there was an issue with AVE didn't want to do the battle. Because when you listen to how AVE is describing everything, right? When you listen to how AVE is describing everything, it's like, yo, like, they don't rock with me, you know what I mean? They trying to give me a little bit of money for the battle, like, they don't want. So when you listen to how AVE talking, it's like, all right, this is kind of interesting. You know, like, what's the other side of this story? But if you listen to it, it's like, yo, like, they must really not rock with AVE. But when Beasley starts talking, he's like, no, they've been given deposits. We're supposed to do this battle. It didn't happen not because of the fault of the URL. It was the artist's fault. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below about that. Hopefully AVE responds, you know, give us some heat, so we can get into some more drama in battle rap. Shout out to AVE. You know, but he's saying that y'all already got paid. So if y'all didn't got paid deposits and y'all trying to negotiate a deal to do the battle, I mean, are they about to pay y'all like $10,000 a piece after they already tried to pay y'all to do the battle multiple times? That's where business comes into play, you know, and then how you look at it, right? And then Beasley saying things like, yo, we don't block battles, right? He said we enforce contracts. We don't block battles. We enforce contracts. On a business perspective, sounds good to me. But when the battle hasn't been booked in 7 years, you know what I mean? If you AVE and you you twerk at this point. It's like, yo, if they not gonna book the battle, we might as well try to see if we can go somewhere else to make the battle happen. You know what I mean? That's what I would, you know what I mean? That's how I would be looking at it, you know, but they may be looking at it like, yo, you know, we put a lot of energy behind this battle, it was marketed multiple different times, and then we find out through the grapevine they trying to put the battle on with y'all, you know what I mean, TBL. Like, we want to show y'all this is what's going on. You know, we are trying to book this battle, and this battle belongs to us. How do y'all feel about that? You know, this is how, you know, this is the fans. This is how y'all interpretation of how y'all feel about it. It's like, I can kind of understand where they coming from, but 7 years, it's kind of like, all right, if you ain't gonna book the battle, if all the money just is being held for Surf, Surf's return, y'all know there is going to be a bidding war when Surf get home. Thug life, it is. I don't care what they say. I don't care what nobody says. Surf steps foot out of lockdown. You know, you don't think, I mean, I don't care what nobody, you don't think these big leagues gonna hit Surf up like, yo, you want to do this battle over here? You know? So they trying to like penny pinch. Let's push these young acts that nobody want to see, nobody cares about. Save all this money, do these app-only events. You know, and when Surf comes home, we'll drop a nice bag for him. Let everybody else pay for Surf not being here. You know, and you Av, it's like, yo, I was battler of the year. I think Av was battler of the year last year. So, you know, he could be like, yo, if I'm technically like battler of the year to a lot of people, I'm not about to take less money to do this battle. Plus, y'all didn't book the battle in 7 years. What do I look like? Just because people trying to wait for Surf to come home to drop big bags on him, I gotta eat. You know, I need some money. You know, and TBO is willing to make this card happen. That's where I'm going. All right? But URL's got a relationship with TBO. They was able to stop the battle. Y'all tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I think 7 years, that's a long time. You know what I mean? After a year, I'm looking at going somewhere else. You know, if y'all can't figure out an event within that time, like, I gotta go. 7 years? They're supposed to be sitting and waiting? I don't know, man. I don't know. But the battle's been, hey, they've been trying to book it multiple times. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Beasley's talking reckless. Hitman Holla, Beasley was talking reckless about you. He's saying you got a battery in Av's back, making him talk. Shout out to Beasley. So Hitman sees all of this and he responds, right? Shout out to Hitman. He said, Beasley, what's up, bro? We haven't spoke since you came in my space and told us Verb fell out with URL because y'all wouldn't send him $3,000 to his Cash App because he didn't have a bank account. Hey, yo, Hitman kind of wilding now, bro. Like, go to his Twitter. He going crazy, bro. Shout out to Hitman. He said because he $3,000 to his Cash App because he didn't have a bank account. Hope all is well, Bees. Tell Smack I said what it do. You know what I mean? So he kind of he responding, you know. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section. Look, I'll say this. Heard a couple things. You know, one of the things I heard Beasley say, if he wanted to stop the Hitman and Mook battle, he could. Wait. Yo. Did he say that, y'all? Did he say if I wanted to stop the, if we wanted to block the Hitman and Mook battle, they could do that? What y'all think about that? I don't know, man. Is that true? Can they do it? Oh no, man. Oh man. Crazy. I don't know about that. Hitman said, I'm proud to say that the people that stepped on Bags and Bodies platform and elevated and shook the culture. Shout out to Hitman. Another thing he talked about, because Beasley was talking crazy about everybody. I loved it. He did say, like, as far as Rock battling EAZY, he said that he's not standing in the way of that. He said, if anything, it's like Rock doesn't want to battle EAZY. He said multiple times he doesn't want to make money with EAZY. But the way Beasley said it, he was like, no, we're not standing in the way of anything. But Rock is the one that said he don't want to battle. Like, he was talking reckless. Low key. You know, it's the way, the inflections. You know what I mean? Shout out to Beasley. You know, but he said he's not standing in the way of Rock and EAZY the Block Captain battling. You know, but they are not interested in doing business with EAZY the Block Captain. But I think EAZY's at the point now he don't really have to do business with them. You know what I mean? It is what it is. As far as Twerk versus EAZY, you know, Beasley did say that they're not going to stand in the way. They're not going to stop that. You know, if Twerk wanted to go over there and do the battle, he could, you know, he's well within he's not under contract. He can go ahead and do the battle and do what he needs to do. So he did make that very clear. It's, do you believe it? I'm going to say this, right? So this is what I heard. Beasley basically just told y'all, like, he reached out to TBL or whatever. So I heard Twerk wasn't pulled off of the TBL card. You know what I mean? They just reached out directly to him, whatever. I talked to Anwar, shout out to Anwar. He said, like, they never reached out to them to pull them off of the card or nothing like that. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that. As far as money, right? Because what AVE is saying is that they were offering pennies on the dollar for the battle. Right. But Anwar was like, yo, like, and I don't know if it's because of the different relationship. Like I did a blog previously, like, yo, there's different relationships, right? Anwar said they didn't, like, they were willing to offer Twerk what he wanted. You know what I mean? So it's not, there was never an issue with money, like with that battle. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, it wasn't nothing like that. So I don't know, who do y'all believe? Y'all believe Anwar? Y'all believe AVE? Y'all believe them? You believe Beasley? What y'all think? I don't know. You know, but I mean, Anwar, he's like, yo, like, they didn't reach out to me with no small numbers, no nothing. You know what I mean? Like, they've always been good. So I don't know. Maybe they pay Twerk more, try to shortchange AVE. I don't know what it is. I'm just talking. You know, URL took shots at AVE. What was it, 2 days ago? Yesterday? Earlier yesterday, 2 days ago? With Real Sick going crazy in his round versus AVE. I seen that on the URL Twitter. AVE commented on it. It was like a few moments later, because I think AVE won that battle. I think AVE got the first and the second round. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. I like AVE talking reckless. I don't care. I like it. You know, as far as did Hitman Holla kind of put a battery in AVE's back, I don't think Hitman meant to do nothing like that. You know what I mean? But when you listening to it, the conversation, Hitman like, yo, so how you feel about that? Does that make you feel good that they doing that? Yo, AVE had me crazy. He was like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like how this makes me feel. URL playing games. I don't feel like they rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Hitman like, what else they say? What else don't you like about URL AVE? Say something else. AVE like, I don't know. They never liked me. They've always tried to play me. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AVE. You know what I mean? Somebody said Beasley told with 100% accuracy. No, this ain't nothing like that. Beasley Beard, he's telling his truth. You know, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below about that. It's up to the fans' interpretation. All I know is I'm buying Gnome. I want to see how this event's gonna be. You know what I mean? They're gonna have the pay-per-view. I think they gotta wait until they sell a certain amount of tickets before they start announcing a pay-per-view You know what I mean? So I don't know. And they said they're gonna end up trying to do something a little bit more innovative. They was going crazy on y'all leagues though. All y'all other leagues, it was kind of wilding on y'all. They say everybody, all y'all, 100% accuracy. Every one of y'all are taking their formats. You know what I mean? The way they do flyers, the face-offs, the narration before the battles. You know what I mean? They say y'all basically jocking the URL. They say they want to sit back and wait and see if y'all do y'all own thing. You know what I mean? And promote the battles y'all own way. You know, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. They kind of wilding on y'all. Y'all being quiet. Y'all tell me what y'all think. And in the comment section, right? What y'all think? Y'all think they're going to end up booking this for Summer Match? I'm not going to say I thought. I think it would be, you know what I mean? It would kind of be a good battle, Twerk versus Goods, right? I think that would be a good one. They already marketed it. I mean, you know, AVE is not going to, if AVE is booked versus Twerk, he's not going to market that battle. It's going to be on everybody else to market the battle. You know what I mean? Just being real. You know what I mean? So, money-wise, you know, I don't know. But now it seems like this battle's got a lot more interest. So maybe they could look at potentially booking a AVE versus Twerk. You know, and one thing people used to say about AVE is like, oh, well, he don't really market. I mean, we still say he don't really market. He don't really promote. Some people say, you know, they really not interested in branding because he doesn't put himself out there. AVE has been in the news a lot. If you look within the last year, he has been in the news a lot for different things. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm curious to see. You know what I want to hear? And I know y'all, I don't want to hear what none of y'all got to say about this, bro. I want to hear what DuBoss has to say about this whole situation in the spaces. That's what I want to hear. You know what I mean? How she feel AVE should be moving is what I want to hear. But she mad professional with certain things, so I don't know if she would address that or they don't want to put the business out there all like that. But AVE was basically telling it all. You know what I mean? URL, Hitman's like, what else they say? And they don't be calling me back. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? But Beasley said, he was like, yo, we still book AVE. You know, like he contacted us. He wanted to be booked. We booked him versus, I think, like Wusa. He said that he just talked to AVE the other day, you know, and he felt like everything was cool. So he don't really, you know, understand like what a lot of these issues are. He feels like, you know, if there was gripes, I think Smack said this too, Smack and Beasley, I can't remember which one of them said it. Like if there's gripes, things need to be handled behind the scenes. You know, maybe they can talk and figure things out before things hit the public. You know, I thought that was kind of good. But, you know, at the same time, if a battle doesn't happen in 7 years, how many times we got to talk? If I've been asking a battle Hollow to Don for like mad long, you know what I mean? Or battle Aye Verb. Me and Aye Verb marketed, promoted, got 1 million views, you know, in a face-off. And y'all still don't book the battle. It's like, you know, what's the point of talking multiple times to you if nothing is really moving paper-wise? You know, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Beasley was text or getting messages from Surf while he was live. You know, so they still got a good rapport. So hopefully, you know, Surf gets out. Maybe he can, you know, try to get over there, URL restructure some things. But I think they saving the bag for Surf. What y'all think? This is the blogger talking. You know, I think they got the money. They got some money, got some bread, but it's for Surf. When Surf get out, he gonna battle Danny Myers, kick him like 60,000, get on his feet. You know what I mean? Then after Danny Myers, we gonna get Surf to battle. Like, I mean, who they gonna figure something out. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I want Surf to get out and battle like EAZY or something like that. But will that happen? You know, if he getting messages like that from Surf, who knows? You know, Surf might get out and like just go to URL route. But if Surf, another good thing about Surf being out, right, and this is me being real. If he could get out, I think he could fix the situation between the URL and EAZY. I think he could. I think he could sit Beasley down and be like, look, because Surf, like, I mean, I know the bravado of how he is, like, in battle rap. But if you ever talk to Surf, like, on the phone, like, you know, the dude's very smart. You know what I mean? I've seen, you know what I mean, been in person with him. You know, he invited me out to events and stuff like that, talked to him and seen how he moves, how he maneuvers. I low-key feel like, and I know Beasley be saying he don't run the URL. When I'm there and Surf is there, it looks like Surf run that place. You know, and he could probably get them, you know, sit down with them and be like, yo, you know, you got the hottest battler outside of the URL. He's got his own league. He don't really need us, right? He generates money. He generates views. It's clear. Everybody's been talking about this guy. He was with gun titles. Figure out a deal. Y'all not really dropping battles on YouTube no more. Y'all already focused on the new acts. Battle rap is kind of getting to a space to where it's going to be gone within like a year or two, right? Why don't we figure out a way to get the contract together, let egos die, I understand, you know, I'll take EAZY. I'll take him out for y'all. You know what I mean? But we go, you know, I don't know how he gonna present it. I ain't saying gonna take EAZY. I'm just saying he probably gonna, you know, he can present it to them like, yo, I'll take EAZY. We're gonna bring a lot of traction back over here, and I'm gonna keep the momentum running. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to see how it goes from there. And then, you know, and then we could stretch this entire situation out, you know, start building the battle up between EAZY and Rock again. And then he does the battle over here, you know, and we can make X amount of dollars. Like, Surf be thinking, you know, and if you think he ain't going to take an EAZY battle, like, y'all crazy. He may actually do it. You know what I mean? So, but it's like, how would he do it? You know, and I think Surf could sit them down and figure out a situation. You know, Rock ain't really, you know, Rock is a loyalist. Like, he's super loyal to URL. Some people, you know what I mean, look at loyalty like, you know, that's the ultimate loyalty right there. So he probably not even going to try to rock the boat. Surf's got a lot of cards in play, right? When he gets out, he's going to be the biggest draw in battle rap. They're going to listen to, if you don't want to, look, Beasley, I rock with you. Uncle Beasley. If y'all don't bring EAZY over here, I have to battle him. I'm going over there to Chrome to do it. You know, what you think they gonna do? Like, people don't understand. Surf being locked up is not good for, you know what I mean? Like, if he gets out, he could fix a lot of things. Maybe I'm being, I don't know. I mean, overly optimistic. He could probably fix a lot of things. You know what I mean? He ain't like on Twitter, like on a major, like, I can't stand EAZY campaign. He ain't really doing that. He could be. He be messaging, Surf be messaging a lot of people behind bars. You know what I mean? So he could be like, he could easily throw tweets up or have somebody throw tweets up for him. You know, he not doing that. So the battle could potentially happen. You know, so he needs to get out for that to happen. Otherwise, URL, they're in the echo chamber right now. The echo chamber is their fans that rock with them hardcore. They got the app. You know what I mean? And, you know, the new artists, they got their fan base on Twitter or in the Twitter spaces. Whoever does the spaces, that's one of them or something like that. They all get in there. That's the fan base of the new artists. And, you know, Beasley, the way he's talking, that echo chamber, he's believing it. You know what I mean? So I don't, you know what I mean? Is that what it is? Like, he thinks like them new artists that some people don't even know, like, who the names are the new, like, up-and-comers that everybody's paying attention to. He thinks some of them people are more popular than King. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. You know, I think Surf really needs to get out and try to fix some things. You know what I mean? So other than that, y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Would AVE respond to Beasley and Smack? I don't know, because he kind of put them in a situation. They had to say something. You know what I mean? They had to say something. You know, they can't let narratives run because, you know, we all blogging on them and talking about them and they being quiet. They got to say something, you know, to be real. You know, Smack was in the background talking about stop giving all the game. We not giving them no game. Stop telling them all the game. Beasley's like, yo, like, this battle rap, the culture has shifted. People don't watch long form battles anymore. They rather watch clips and attention spans. And Smack like, hold up. You're giving out too much game. So I don't know. You know, so y'all tell me what y'all think. YouTube is in play, and I think a lot of artists want YouTube drops. You know what I mean? I feel like, and then y'all got to think about this as well. If URL gets the AVE and twerk battle, that's going on an app. That's not being released. You know, so it's, you know, if you, some people love the app. I like them to be able to make money so they can eventually try to get a battle that we want to see. You know, shout out to the URL. I'm not against them making money or nothing like that. Only thing I'm against with the app is when I be trying to, like, if I'm on my Android phone, I'm trying to close out of the app when I'm watching the battle, it just won't stop playing. It's like, y'all done took over my whole phone. Like, y'all, you know, that's my only problem with that. You know what I mean? Other than that, you know, y'all make y'all money. Y'all do what y'all got to do. You know what I mean? But y'all tell me what y'all, they're free surf. I don't care. Free them. Get them out. You know what I mean? Y'all do what y'all got to do. You know, hopefully this is be his last year. You know, but I don't know, bro. Because another thing y'all got to think about, and we rock with TBO. You know what I mean? I ain't got no problem with y'all, even though y'all only wanted to give me $5 off my entrance to the event. I'm like, yo, like, I'm thinking about coming in this event. They like, yeah, we give you $5.99 off. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, still gonna be $370 to come for the weekend, like to get on the car for the week. Like, no. I'm like, I'm a block. We don't care about none of that. You wear the same hat every day. You're not getting no discounts. Shout out to TBL. You know what I mean? Like they try to help your boy out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But you know, TBL, they got some matchups that they could put together. You know, but the more leagues we got, the quicker we run out of battles. You know what I'm saying? But I like their league. You know what I mean? I like them. I like, you know what I mean, trenches, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But the more leagues we got, the quicker we run out of battles. And that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So we'll see how things go. But I do know TBL kind of looked like they was throwing shots at URL when they dropped that Rum Nitty versus Calico. URL dropped the Geechee Gotti versus Rex. They like, all right. What Kendrick do to Drake? Soon as you think you're doing something, it's kind of what it felt like to me, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Shout out to, you know, Hitman Holla. Shout out to Aye Verb. They going crazy on each other still. You know, I think, like, look at, like, yo, bro, they got a battle again. Like, what is they doing? Hold on. So Hitman said, it's only one battle rapper I know that live in a storage unit. Like, Hitman is wildin', bro. Hold on, what Aye Verb say? Aye Verb's wildin' too. Y'all gotta battle, man. I don't care what you say, Hitman, man. We want to see this. We got to see y'all about. I think Verb went live with Briz Rothstein this morning. Shout out to Verb. What did he say? I think he's quote tweeting Byron Blake. What did he say? He said his first 10K came from Byron Blake, and we all know it. So this is what. Let me tell y'all what Verb did. Yo, this is crazy, bruh. I was gonna do a whole nother blog about Hitman, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Bringing in the Charlie Murphy, like getting back to editing and all that. Because they are cracking me up, bro. Let me show y'all what Verb did, right? Oh, man, my notification's going crazy. Something bad is going down. Hold on. So, I don't know if he still got it up. So, Hitman Holla battled for, like, Beanie Siegel or something like that. Wait, hold on. Verb just tagged me in something. He said, hey, twin tripping. Wait, what happened? Hold on.
Money too, so I'm not
eating right.
Correct.
Eating right.
Correct. And I'll be honest, right? I'll be honest. Like, I don't know what was going on at that time. I'm not gonna make it sound like he does have a bank account. He does that I've sent money to. So I'm not. See, I'm not gonna.
Hey man, trying to say Verb ain't got a bank account, and Beasley just said Verb does have a bank account. They are, yo. So Verb showed Hitman. I guess he's like battling for Beanie Siegel. And he's saying like, yo, he battling for $450. Like, bruh, you would have to go on his Twitter to see it, bruh. You go to his Twitter and see it. Like, Verb is wilding, bruh. I don't want to play that because I don't know if it's copywritten. But yo, they is going crazy on each. I love it. I love it, bruh. I wouldn't be mad if they booked this battle. Would y'all? Hey, one in the chat real quick before I get out of here. One in the chat. How would y'all think? I gotta go into entertainment this weekend. Probably get rich and talk about this whole Israel and Iran thing. But before that, what do y'all think? Would y'all want to see Hitman Holla versus Aye Verb? Like y'all, one in the chat if you want to see it. Two in the chat if you don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that battle, bruh. Yo, what? Oh, here we go. Let me show y'all. I don't care about the copyright. I know people. I know YouTube. They can get rid of it for me. So he said $1,500 is because he said that Verb got paid like $1,500 to do a battle. Verb said $1,500. Boy, you battled for Beanie Siegel for $450. Ain't this you, bruh? They is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. What y'all think? You know what I'm saying? People up in the air about it, you know? Some people want to see it, some people don't. I don't know. I kind of want to see that, man. But shout out to them. Shout out to Beasley. You know what I mean? I rock with the marketing. One thing they are very good at is marketing. When Beasley talks, smack talk, people listen. You know what I mean? So shout out to them. Shout out to everybody. But y'all, tell me what y'all think down in the comment section. I know I keep saying that, trying to get out. Got family over. Like, what's up with you? Hold on real quick. They sleep. What's up with these family members that be trying to come to town? Like who invited y'all? Don't be sending this to my family. Like, who be inviting these people? Like, I got a blog. I ain't got time for this. We in town. We wanna chill. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't like people no more. Let me get out. I'm out. Come race and scroll. I'm out, y'all. Peace.